This is the box that had his goodies that a shop ordered, and then he pulled the car from the shop, and we ended up with the stuff. It never got shipped. These are the patch panels with the outer wheelhouse, frame rails, frame rail covers, top, parts of the rear frame rail, trunk floor. What they didn't order are a variety of things, but we've poked around in here. This area's been all patched up. We're going to cut these off. These panels have been replaced, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago, who knows. But they're all rotting away under here, so we're gonna peel them off. I'm gonna peel them off down this line. Pretty bad through here. They've ordered nothing for these areas here, so we'll do that. Can you raise this up so I can get into the engine compartment? I'll kick the light on. They got the putty removed here, and there are holes everywhere. That's probably good. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Okay. So I can stand in here, I think. I'm gonna see if I can kick my light on. There. There was putty all up in through here. Caulk. The inner front fender lip doesn't even exist. It's gone. The nose panel reinforcement is rotting away. You can see here. It's like that in different spots, but it's weak. All up underneath here. At one time, a nose panel was put on this car. You can see the bottom here is rotted away.
Yeah, I'm getting to where I can fit in between that post.
You can see it's rotted out right there. None of this could we see very well at first till we got everything out of the way. You can see the inner fender here doesn't even exist. It doesn't even reach the fender. Got some patchwork done here. Again, they pulled a lot of putty, covered up a lot of stuff here. What you're looking at here are very large holes that were all filled with putty. The ends of these that disappear in through here are rotted off on both sides. The fender struts that go up underneath of here, I'll drop out of here, look up underneath this fender. These are gone. There is no top left to it at all. I can push my fingers all the way down inside. You cannot change these properly with the fender on, so the fenders have got to come off. So what we're going to start with tomorrow, I'm going to sandblast some areas where we know we're going to be cutting things away. This is what I was telling you, the ends of those pieces. The whole top of this is pitted and got holes all through it. So we'll be replacing this on the other side of that coming out. This is obviously part of the lower firewall, inner fender door pillar reinforcement. This is shot. We viewed, I think, all of this before. So with this fender out of the way, the rear fender is out of the way, we'll be able to get into areas and do some sandblasting. So I guess we're going to, what, plasma cut some of this off tomorrow?
Hang the doors, plasma.
And the wheelhouse strut on the other side, I don't think you can reach there, but I got my little light on here, so it's pretty good. You can see the inner fender is gone through there. The wheelhouse strut appears to be okay until you get your hands up on top. And then the flange that's supposed to be welded to the inner fender isn't really attached to anything. And back here, the top of it's rotting away. You can see, obviously, firewall, the end of this piece we were talking about that goes here, goes through. This is the inner fender. So he's actually going to need 2 inner fenders. We would consider patching some areas, but the whole front of it's rotted away here as well. And right here, that's part of the inner fender. That's part of the inner fender where it ties up to the nose panel. And it's just cheese whiz. Same thing with this one. It doesn't exist up here where it attaches. It's not as bad in the front, but it's real bad on the top and back farther. So for sure he's going to need the opposite side inner wheelhouse. We'll know a little more when we get the fenders off and can look up inside. But everywhere we peel Bondo or putty or anything away, there's just holes. Where's those frame pieces that I gave you that go here?
Oh, right behind you.
We started making these a year or so ago. And they go right in here. This is the inner part of it. And over there, apparently I got 2 inner pieces. Here we go. There's the outer part of it. That'll go up in there. You can see it goes quite a ways out, farther than he needs. But this, both inner and outer are gone. And obviously fairly important. Part of the front suspension mounts here, including the sway bars. Virtually nothing holding that back on this side. This one's not as bad. We'll get a little more look at it as we can get some sandblasting done, but it appears that he is going to only need the other side. This one is not so bad. Front bumper. Did he have a front bumper mounting in or outer? I don't see anything here.
Yeah,
I thought there was one in the box, wasn't there? He's got a few more parts up here. That's his drive shaft and the rocker panels. All right. We'll pull that all down because we got to make a list of.
a lot of that stuff was stuff that was in the unit.
So anyway,
The heater core shot.
we spent quite a bit of time stripping the putty and the crap out of here so we could actually get a look at things and giving us a better idea of what it needs. More will have to be cut out of here. Obviously, we're going to change both rails, both caps. The firewall here will come and close off some of this, but the firewall welds to is gone. So we'll see better when we get the fenders and the quarters cut away. Then we'll get some more shots.